Good day, students. My name is Mr. Young, and in this video, I'm exploring new themes. What you may have noticed when you were looking at the Intel Academy is going through a bit of a change. I think it's because I'm a little tired of it. So we're just going through each of the available themes to see what they are like. I somewhat like all the pictures popping out here, although I don't know if it's the wrong color. I always help with a black background, but we'll go on and see. Alright, Slate isn't too bad, although I don't really care for this graphic up top. It kind of makes my title disappear, but that might be something to think about. I would have to change some things, however, like the colors of the text need to be greenish, and of course the title would have to be green as well. But overall, this isn't too bad. I must remember Slate. Quite simple is just that, and quite simple. I don't see much artistic value in this one. You know, Ember is not too bad. It's not suited for what I'm doing. It's quite a striking color scheme. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but tree branches does not say me Intel Academy at all. It is nice for maybe a bridal thing or a baby announcement, but not for me Intel. Oh, you know what would be a lot cooler if it actually has a page turned a bit to the side. I know I cannot do that, but I still think it's, I can see they tried that, but they just can't pull it off the way it works. Well, legal pad is pretty neat, although it would be better suited for like a cool thing than for MCA. I can see the possibilities for like an in-school website. A blank slate is just that it's a blank slate. It works pretty well with my gradient on my logo because I put it white. It's about all it does for me. No micro movement. Again, this is fine if I was a more business related thing and not a more creative thing, so this doesn't work for me. Right, this is sort of the same thing. It's certainly not for me either. This to me yells minor league baseball or kids baseball or even a kids soccer team. This is a neat thing with the gradient fading to make it look like it's an actual page sitting on a table, although I don't care for its color as much. It's pretty good visually without colors. For it being called beige and blue, I would expect to see a little more beige, or even a little more blue for that matter, not white. That's what we got. My fiance would like this a lot more than I do. The pinks and purples go quite well together. Again, it looks more like a baby shower thing, or it's a very girly site. Terra Rock, I can see how this will work, but it doesn't work with my color scheme at all. This thing looks pretty much the same. That doesn't look bad, although red doesn't really go with my green color scheme at all. It's exactly like the Solitude red, at least this is a little more blue. I do have hopes for olive. It's a pretty nice mix, pity though that I want a black background. Alright, this is not too bad. Again, all of these themes would be good for something else, but not for me. You know, I do like purple, but I don't think that this goes well with my site. It looks pretty low. Alright, for seafoam, this doesn't jump out at me as very foamy, so let's move on to something else. You know, for something called cherry pie, I kind of hope for larger bands of pink or brown. The icon looks more like Neapolitan ice cream to me. Now this is what I use to start with. The charcoal, it's got a dark background but a white page, so I don't really like that too much. Ooh, sunset again with the white page though. It's got a pretty colored background though. You know, this is not bad. It's I like that it has a picture going through it. The gradient to nothing. I don't know if I really care for the white screen, but this is pretty nice. I think my fiance would really like this one. Oh, blue. Based on the icon, I was kind of thinking that it would resemble Minecraft, but this is not. Just like this one looks like Mario. It doesn't seem Mario to me. I guess I'm more looking for graphics. This one was promising with a darker background, but then it put the white page on it, which is pretty good for contrast between dark and light, but it's not for me. Okay, this is not too bad. It's got a bit of a gradient to it. I wonder what happens if you go lower, if you have a really long page. It goes all the way down to black. and it stays black. I kind of like this one. Alright, this kind of has a nice top border and their two-tone color, and it looks like the top color is radiating, which I also like. But again, this freaking white page, I can see that it looks like an old school chalkboard. You know, I don't know if I like that or not. You know, how about I hit the maximize button for each of these? That way, I can see how it looks totally with the page. I do like the gradient up here, but again, the page is white. I don't see a whole lot of contrast here. There is a little. You can see it gradiating down to darker down here. The contrast between this and the white page is pretty good. This is alright. I like the contrast here, but again, I don't really care for the white background. Again, it has a nice contrast, but I don't think I like it that much, because again, it has a white background. This is pretty nice with the contrast of the dark colored background to the white page, but again, this doesn't say shortcake to me. It is still pretty, but not for me. There is very little contrast in this one. It still includes a graphic in the background. This has a nice picture in the background, but there is very little contrast between the page and the background. Again, there isn't much contrast. I freaking don't like that white page. I don't know why. You know, I don't know if there are any templates that have an all black background. Well, there is a one, but it's like the only one out there. I'm gonna go back and look at that one when I'm done, however. This one isn't too bad, but again, lack of a contrast. Championship, I don't think I have to show much of that. On default, it looks very much like an actual Windows page. For design, it's not too much. I believe the best one is Slate. It's the only one with a dark background. It'll take a little bit of making stuff for it, like I would have to make my logo gradiate from white to black, but I'm thinking that I would be using this one. So yes, I will save these changes. Let's see it, go back to it. Right, let's look at what the other pages look like. Alright, the white background to my resume is pretty good. Let's take a look at my YouTube videos pages. Overall, I don't think I mind this too much. Right, I kind of like this, so I think I would definitely keep this. I did choose a different font for the title, so I think that works pretty good as is. I think this font might be a little big, so I can go and edit that, but overall it's not too bad.